Hey YouTube, this is Chrysanthemum. Okay. Wow, I didn't plug, this thing has not been plugged up all the time. Anyway, this video is about the T.O. interview with Iyanla Fix My Life that I had to watch twice last night because I was kind of like in disbelief. This video is talking about the pink elephant that was in the room. Okay, T.O. If anybody watched this show when you had it on VH1, we already knew that you had a stupid situation, that you had a mom that was so, I mean, we got a little bit more understanding about what happened with your mom and dad. But now, the pink elephant in the room is this. Why is it that nobody was talking about a grown-ass 30-year-old man having sex with a 16-year-old little girl? Maybe even before that. Maybe that was just the first time she got pregnant. Why would somebody not talk? Why would people not talk about the fact that he was 30 years old, she was 17 when she had a baby? Why did the mama not, why did not the grandmother file charges against him? You know, and then he claims that he was paying child support. I doubt that man was paying child support. And the reason why is because usually when people pay child support, they are a little bit more involved. And if he was paying child support, it wasn't court-ordered child support, because if it was court-ordered child support, even back then, for them to know that your father was 30 and your mama was 17, I'm sure in Alabama they would have charged him with statutory rape. So it wasn't court ordered, and if he was paying child support, he was just giving it to your grandmother out of his pocket. And your grandmother is wrong and dirty, because she should have did something about the situation instead of just blaming your mother and acting like your mother was the biggest part of it. Because first of all, the man, the person that's the older person, that's the adult that's over 21, is the one that should have enough sense to say, even if your mother threw herself on him or pursued him or whatever, he should have been adult enough to say, look, you a little kid. I can't even entertain your thoughts because you're a child and this is wrong. The other thing is that he was married and had 2 kids. It's just real crazy to me how the show just kept going on and on and on, and nobody was addressing that issue, that the man was a full adult, way past 21, and the girl was only 16, 17 years old by the time she had the baby. This is crazy to me, and I really thought Iyanla would jump to that point, because she usually tries to pick all the points out. But I really don't think T.O. is going to change. I'm going to tell you why. Because he had that show on VH1. And I used to watch it and do reviews. If you just look past my videos way back in the day. And he was a bitch nigga back then. This is what happens when you don't tell your kids everything that goes on. That's why I've always told my children anything. If I was too broke to buy some food, when I got paid all my bills, hey, we only finna eat some top ramen right now, because I ain't got it like that. And I didn't make enough money, or didn't have enough hours, so I paid the bills, because we're going to always have a place to live, always have light, gas, and water, and always have gas in the car. So this is the type of things that you need to tell your children. And when you don't talk to your children, and when you don't tell them the main thing that's going on with you, then you raise bitch ass niggas like T.O. And his mom is still scandalous, because at the end, she still was really not trying to explain stuff. What you should have did at that moment is just start explaining everything. Oh, he lived across the street, I liked him, or he started talking to me, and you know, I would have just explained, I would have just put it all on blast on camera right then and there. But your dad didn't try to explain stuff to you. So I really don't believe that these 2 people in his life are going to be there to try to help him through whatever. I really don't understand why he keeps going through stuff. It's not really, to me, it's not because he's grandstanding. To me, it's just really that he's just ignorant. He's just ignorant. And when he did have the show, he had those 2 girls. I really believe those 2 girls was there to help him. And they used to try to tell him about things to keep him afloat or to keep him where he still had money and try to help him to be in the community and give back. But he was too dumb and too stupid to listen. So that's why I think that he's going through what he's going through. One more thing I wanted to know was why the other pink elephant was in the room was why were they sitting on the floor when they were sitting on a mattress on the floor in T.O.'s grandmother's house? I don't know if she's alive. She must be passed away. She must have passed away. Why were y'all sitting on the floor on a mattress? That was scandalous and ghetto. Like, who still has mattresses on the floor in 2013? He's just, I don't understand him. And then he's just living so much in the past. Bitch, pull yourself up by your bootstraps and keep it pushing forward. I mean, you should have went to psychological counseling for that bullshit. And if your dad didn't want to talk to you, fuck him. Keep it pushing. You were making millions of dollars and you squandered it all away, or you believe this, whoever it was that was stealing your money. And that's another aspect of your dumbness and the pink elephant in the room. You should be questioning your own dad and your dad, not really your mom because she was a child. You should be questioning your own dad. Like, what the fuck was going on with you that you sitting up here screwing a little kid? And then he said the father said he had 2 children outside of the marriage. Is the other person the child too? Was the other girl 14 or 15 years old? Or was she an adult? I doubt that she was an adult. She might be the girl at the house next door to your grandmother. T.O., I mean, come on now. Y'all need to be questioning this man. He needs to be questioned, and that's so sad that that's the pink elephant in the room, that T.O.'s father is a child rapist.